Hey, howdy, hey, and yippee-ki-yay. It's time for Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition. We hope that you're having a restful, relaxing night, and we hope you're ready for some Wild West adventures.
Oh my.
But before we get to the Wild West, a few announcements. Number one, programming announcements. Tomorrow night, we have no show. But Friday night, we have the Astral Calling. Saturday, we have the Tabletop Bros. Will, Matt, Chad, and Calf, minus Chad this week. We're going to be playing some more Age of Wonders for funsies. It's going to be a good time. We'll hang out. It's going to be great. Speaking of going to be great, also on Saturday, if you're in the Winnipeg area, going to Gametoba, I found out that I'm wrong. I'm not running 2 games at Gametoba. I'm running 4 games.
Oh my.
And I might be there too.
Yes.
I don't want to
so
take any spots for new players.
Come and do the Learn to Play Pathfinder tables Saturday up until I think it's the 3:30 ending one. So from 9:30 to 3:30, I'm going to be GMing new players in Pathfinder. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
We're playing some of the quests. Do you like pub crawls? Do you like pirates? Do you like orcish pirate woman? Come and do the Port Peril pub crawl. It's great. Do you like Quinn Murphy, the person who wrote the second Strength of Thousands book, who I'm obsessed with as a writer? We're doing the quest that they did as well. It's going to be a good time. That quest is like the writing piece that made me like really start to respect Quinn, and then all of the writing ever since has just increased my respect for them as a like creator designer. Also, a fun special event will be happening on Saturday. That's a secret, so I'm not going to say on chat, but it's going to be something cool, something very cool and Pathfinder related, specifically Pathfinder Society related. Then, also like. One of our venture captains is responsible for so much Pathfinder writing. He's written like 3 or 4 adventure paths and like several scenarios. He's a great guy. Come and meet him. His name is Scott. He's an astronomer. He runs the planetarium and writes Pathfinder scenarios. I'm like, I want that life. That's a good life. Then on Sunday we have Cozy Co-op. Will and Emily this week, as Sarah has another meeting to attend. We're going to be continuing Sunhaven. We're not going to finish the museum without Sarah, so we're going to get everything ready for that, and then next week we'll finish museum with Sarah so that we can all get that 0.35% achievement. Then on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP, we have a meeting with the Master of Spears, and we're going to work out our problems with them, and I'm going to do a Hail Mary in turn 1 and see what happens.
I know a thing or two about handling spears.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Especially the shots.
Or better yet, don't.
That took a 180 real quick.
Then on Tuesday, we might have our stream with DataFang playing Remnant 2 with a developer. Their computer fully died.
Oh.
I hit the go live button, and then they suddenly disconnected from the Zoom call, and they said, "Hey, my computer might be dead." And they said, "Yeah, my computer is fully dead."
Rest in peace.
So, if they have a computer again by then, yes. If not, more solo file for Sunhaven. Come and see my elven farm, where I have a barn full of living tree stumps, because I think they're cute.
Is that tree necromancy?
No, they're like baby
Necromance
trees.
tree?
How is that a stump then? Isn't a stump what's...
Necromance
They're,
tree.
the name of the name of the creature is called a baby stump. It's an elven thing. It's the elves. Blame the elves.
I blame the elves for many things.
Speaking of blaming the elves, tonight we have Wild Ambition, our Wild West adventure. But before we get into that, we have McKenna with a special charity announcement.
That's me. Hi, guys. This is not my charity, but I'm plugging it anyway because I think it's really, really, really important. This is a group of TikTokers from the tabletop side of TikTok who came together to raise money for Doctors Without Borders and what they're doing right now in Gaza, helping people who otherwise don't have any hospitals. Of the, I believe, 36 hospitals that were in Gaza as of 3 months ago, none of them are functional. So if you have a little extra money to give, this campaign I think is really good. There's a lot of really great rewards. Had a lot of bunch of different tiers, as little as $10, as much as $500. Like I said, I'm not necessarily a part of this, but if you can show me verification that you have donated at least $100, I have 5 open commission slots for a full body, full color portrait of whatever OC or D&D character you would like me to draw for you. I just need you to, when you donate, make your display name either your TikTok handle or the handle of your email account. So whatever it is before the @Gmail or @Hotmail. Make that your display name so that I can verify that it's you. That's what I'm doing, and it would really mean a lot to me if people came from this stream and donated. They are donating all the way until the end of next week, 1 week from today. It says the goal is $20,000, and that's not necessarily true. That once they hit that goal, it'll create a new goal. So they will be collecting as much money as people are willing to donate for the next month before giving it to Doctors Without Borders. So, yep, that's the link. I also post about it on TikTok tonight. So check it out. Support some people. It's a cause that's really meaningful. So, thanks for letting me soapbox.
It's not a soapbox. It is a it is a cause that I'm also very much believing in. Then let's get into some fun stuff. I waited too long, and the reward of the guest spot on one of the talk shows is gone, but that's fine. Here we go, team. We have a wonderful team with us tonight, the wonderful stream team here at Tabletop Rolls, the people that you're here to see. Starting off with the most pastel of us this evening. Of course, I am talking about Neon Zoe. Hello, Zoe. How are you doing tonight? You're playing Twitty.
I sure am. Twitty is our fetchling thaumaturge and uses some whippy whip whip whips. So hopefully we get to use some whippy whip whip whips today.
You went full opposite day from Twitty.
I did, yeah. Normally I don't do pastel on Wednesdays, but I went to yoga this morning and the sky was just so pretty that I was inspired.
So good. It's been so nice and overcast in California lately.
Can't help it. I love it. It's great.
It rained on Monday. What is this, Seattle?
Oh,
It's giving Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest and the Pacific Southwest. What a
giving
treat.
we're watered. We're watered?
It's giving
our crops
flowers are blooming
flourishing.
in Antarctica.
Flowers are blooming in Antarctica.
That's what it's giving, but that's okay.
The Pacific Northwest, have you noticed a crop of somewhat spooky podcasts appearing suddenly?
Oh,
Please.
God, I wish. Spooky
Please.
in what means? California, specifically Los Angeles, has a lot of scary podcasters, but not in the fun way.
I mean, ones that talk about strange things seen in misty pine forests.
That's the fun way.
Someone who could be a fun, spooky podcaster. Everyone's favorite local cryptid, Cooper, playing Christine.
Not
would
only is
listen
it
to that
Cooper
podcast.
tonight,
Right.
it's also Bingo,
Dun, 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 dun.
Louie, and also Puppy Cat.
Oh, Puppy
Puppy Cat.
I love Puppy Cat. Look at
Aw.
him. His
Bring
little
it.
bell
Jingle, jingle,
jingles.
jingle.
His little bell jingles.
Oh, we can hear
Jingle
it.
jangle.
Here, come bring it out here and jingle it in front of my mic.
Yeah, hold on. This is very
Jingle.
important. I gotta.
I must hear.
The name just makes me think of Cookie Cat. He left his family behind.
Oh, he
Cookie
liked his
Cat.
face. Wait, listen.
Oh, that's breaking my heart.
Well,
Thank you for indulging us.
someone else who is easily distracted by shiny objects and things that go jingle jangle. We have Abby playing Dee Dee tonight. How are you doing tonight, Abby?
Hi, my name is Abby. I might not be able to break out into Hollywood, but I will probably break out into hives. How's everybody doing?
Better, well, not as good a couple seconds ago.
We could have hives, so
Yeah.
It could be worse. We could have hives.
It could, yep.
Well, there you go. Abby's, who are you playing tonight, and where can we find you on the interwebs?
I'm playing Dewdrop, also known as Dee Dee, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Abby's World's a Stage. I also have a separate TikTok account called The Anna Chronicles, spelled AHNA, and that is for the story series that I am working on writing.
yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
And then, of course, speaking of someone who is a prolific writer, we have Matt, also known as Urbanerve on the internet.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Urbanerve.
Urbanerve.
Urban
Also-
Urbanerve.
Urbanerve.
Hey, Tricker Jerv.
Turker germs. Hello, Urbanov.
There's not enough Crown Royal in this Coke.
Will does that to us sometimes.
He sure does, yes.
Drive my friends to drink? Oh, great. That makes me feel wonderful about myself.
It should.
Just stop
Drinking is
driving me to
fun.
drink.
That's so
Well-
true.
Fun fact for the viewers and for my fellow peoples on the stream tonight, I have never been drunk.
Oh,
37 years old, never
Matt.
been intoxicated.
And we are going to
Come
fix that at Abby's wedding.
Yeah!
Abby's wedding will be so fun.
We're all
I, I don't think it's a good idea.
Fair enough.
That's concerning.
I would probably be a very morose drunk.
You and me both.
That's okay. Now we need to get drunk, but it needs to be in like a sleepover situation.
My
That's
place.
fun when everyone is really drunk and just talking about their. It's cathartic. Not enough people do it.
Yes.
I agree.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah.
Matt, you have to realize that all of us went to art school.
Mmm.
I think you
It was
just had
either
to say,
sadness
all of us
or-
are, you know,
What are the
are in
other?
the arts.
It was either sadness or I was keeping Cooper's roommate, who's a bit of a buzzkill, out of the room for the night.
No. It was either sadness or
Ooh.
one or the
Confronting
other
your
with the
demons at
kids.
9 a.m.
Both at the same time.
Yeah.
Speaking
people are good at
of,
multitasking.
All of the
speaking of
time.
multitasking, a multitasking queen, we have McKenna playing
Oh, that's right. I didn't introduce myself.
Honey Madeline. No, you didn't.
That's what I'm doing. I'm playing Honey Madeline, McKenna Ray Art on TikTok, on Instagram, all the silly little social places. Honey Madeline, gunslinger. You know her. You love her. You love her.
Love that hater.
You
Is that a
love
threat?
that.
Is that a threat?
Well, let's get it started, y'all. Let's get it started.
Well
Let's get
then,
it started.
I knew someone was going to do it.
it's time to get things started. Last time. All right, I'll just
There's only soup.
I'll just remove another 50 hit points from Twitty's mother.
Oh,
Why you gotta be like that? She's already strapped to a pig demon? Something
I
like
really
that as a
was
necklace?
anticipating
Oh,
you
Abby,
to
you've
say
been
that she was
missing
already
out.
dead.
Have you not caught up
Yeah.
in the last couple episodes?
I've been dealing with a little shit copter back
A
there.
little 1-2 skip a few kind of situation.
Oh, jeez.
My
For
dog has had
It's
bloody
not
diarrhea this past week, for those who are...
yeah, for context.
Hepatitis.
It was fun.
But last time on Wild Ambition, our party, having made it back to Gall Line, started to figure out what the hell was going on with things. Number one, they discovered that Candor had a bug inside of him. In a very mind control, kind of spooky way. Christine, deciding it would be best to deal with that as soon as possible, used some interesting abilities, giving Candor a little bit of a fried brain for a bit. This is your brain.
That's what he deserves.
This is your brain on Christine Madeline magic, and then it's just a pan and then the egg cracking. Did y'all have that PSA in America?
Sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, we sure did.
Sometimes I love Canadian PSAs. If y'all want a good time, go watch Canadian PSAs on YouTube.
And if you
want a
want a
bad
traumatizing time, watch an Irish one.
Took the words out of my fucking mouth.
I don't know. I
saw
feel
that
like
one.
"Don't You Put It in Your Mouth" is pretty up there.
Don't put it in.
It's no, the Irish ones go so fucking hard.
I'll go
They're
check it
like,
out.
or don't. They're pretty. They're the
Nah,
Irish
I like the
didn't come to fuck
trauma.
around.
But
What was the dumb ways to die?
as our party discovered that Candor has been kind of mind controlled a little bit, just a bit. They solved that problem, frying their brain and then interrogating them while they're in a more accommodating
Dolls.
state of mind.
More candid candor.
Yeah, more candid candor. As
Good.
our party finished interrogating Candor and gathering as much information from them as they could, Lorgar returned to town and fixed Candor. Returning
He was
to
very
their
ungrateful.
returning
He
to their
was rather
senses,
ungrateful.
having remembered everything the party did to them during that time.
Which was really
What?
just
Ask
question.
him questions
Yes, take advantage of his broken brain. That's not
as
a
if
very
he would have
lick
done anything
doorknob.
That's a
different.
very nice. That's not a very. Yes, you just would have let you sit there or fixed you sooner.
As if he would have done anything different.
He
I
would
don't believe that
have.
for a second.
I mean,
I
if
don't
the counselor
think we
that he's
actually
so
had
fond
any way of
asked him
knowing
to,
that.
would have.
After patching things up with Candor, our party realized that they would need to start heading out from Gall Line, as the big city was calling their name. Poor
Literally.
Evangeline. Quite literally,
May when the
because
big
they were
city
looking
calls
for a
the
report. From Candor, and Candor basically said, "I'll need witnesses. Y'all come along and help, because if if the city's been taken over by bug people, I need all the help I can get." Whilst doing that, our party then went and had a drink from Lorgar's special cactus
Forgot about
juice.
Oh yeah, the cactus.
I also
Yeah.
forgot about that. That was the whole session last week.
That was
That's
the
how I'm gonna play it.
whole
Honey's
session.
also
Half of it,
completely
at
forgotten
least.
about that.
She sure did. She
And-
sure did.
After a
What?
number of traumatic experiences, they awoke the next morning to see Twitty outside attempting to figure out what was going on with their cart. Twitty disappeared for a moment and found their mother chained to the neck of a very large pigman as some sort of necklace.
And Twitty wasn't even drunk and had the worst time of everyone, probably.
It's true.
Christine! Christine's
No.
giving Twitty a run for her money.
Oh yeah, that too. That.
But then I think Twitty was the one that got barfed on, so maybe Twitty.
Yeah,
Real.
yeah, that too.
Real.
That too.
And lower guards just sitting in the corner
Someone's
like, "What is
having
wrong
a
with you,
someone-
endothermics?"
I think
Having a shower.
basically everybody except Lorgar making a crit fail on the save was so lore accurate.
I channeled you, Abby.
Yes, we did
After
make
a
a
singular
joke.
White
All
Claw.
channel
We did make the joke that they were Abby after a singular white claw last week.
So your spirit was with us last week.
To be fair, I'm on many prescription medications, so one drink equals like 3.
That too. I'd forgotten about that part.
God,
That's
I wish that were me.
Saves a lot of money.
Yeah. That's why I wish it were me.
Yeah, because it takes Cooper like 6 of what it takes Abby 1 of.
My
Oh.
life is expensive.
All life is expensive.
And it shouldn't be.
If it makes you feel any better, Cooper, what I save in drinks goes straight into therapy.
Yup.
What a fun recap we've just
What a
had.
fun recap we've just had. Wow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wild Ambition, a Pathfinder Second
trauma.
Edition stream.
Are y'all okay?
Do you want
We're
me to bring up my dead
trying.
dogs, Will?
I worry about you all sometimes.
Girl, no.
I can
You
bring up my dead
should.
dogs, Will. I can make
You
them choice.
should.
Hell Week was the last week. It just ended a few days ago, which is the week where it's the anniversary of my grandmother dying of cancer, then my one dog dying of cancer, and then my other dog dying of cancer. That all happened to fall. The anniversaries are all within 1 week, so I really get to condense everything into efficiency.
Condense all those feelings into one convenient little package.
A great little week of absolutely wanting to die.
But this one survived this year's Hell Week, so yay!
We do like
Combo breaker.
Combo breaker.
Combo Breaker is so out of pocket.
Oh, jeez. And Cookie's such a sweetheart, too. But,
You know what? I say we ride that good fortune. I would like to propose before we head on this trip to Cor Evangeline.
yes, the
I would
train
like-
is leaving in a day, so you all have one more day in town to get your affairs sorted.
Who's having the fire?
Could it be 2 days?
I would never have an affair.
What do you need 2 days for?
Well, no, I need 1 day, and then we want an actual day to do things. I wanted to do the lucky month ritual, and it does take a day to do.
I'll give it 2 days. Candor can push the train back, that's fine.
That
Wow,
sounds
he's strong.
druidic and dangerous.
No,
Yeah.
Candor's just...
Same
Oh my.
Got big arms.
What all do you
Legs?
need for the ritual, Lorgar?
I need a. You need to bring a sample of a favorite food or drink, and a wearable token with a personal or familial significance. Like, it doesn't have to be, oh, this is, the token of my one true love or something. It just has to be something that, you've had for a while. So if
This
you have
is-
like a locket or a ring, and go get your favorite drink from the bar.
Christine just pulls out a vial of all of Honey's baby teeth.
Though the combined worth of it all has to be 10 gold pieces, apparently.
You think they let her keep those?
Why are we entertaining this?
Yeah. It should be
Alright.
noted. It should be noted. Rules is written for the requirements for this. The cost of a favorite food or drink and a wearable token with personal or familiar significance with 10 gold, 10 gold piece total. If you don't have like a personal item that's worth that much, we can just fill out the rest of the cost with a more of your favorite food or drink. So rather than a glass of a brandy you really like, we get the bottle.
Oh yeah.
And then you get to
Have-
keep it. Wait, no,
have-
I guess it is expended.
Have we decided who you're doing the ritual for? Was it Christine?
Well, it was going to be Christine or the sheriff, or Christine or Honey,
Christine or the sheriff.
because you all were the ones who helped me get a little saltier.
I recall that.
I'm gonna say give it to Christine. She's the one frontlining for us half the time.
And
I like
as
that
a
you-
reminder, what we're aiming for, the regular success of this would essentially, once during the month, you would essentially get to have advantage on any roll. You get to roll twice and pick the better one, but if we get a critical success, you'll get to do it once a week
Nice.
for the month. So
I like that you very cleverly disguised that as Christine's the one rolling like shit all the time.
No, that was
Aw.
genuinely. I think even if you rolled like Rosalie, I would say the same thing.
also, considering you are up and close, oftentimes your rolls have possibly a bigger or better downside. If
Higher
Kenna
stakes.
misses a shot, she's still far away from the action potentially.
Exactly.
You know, hitting some pillars.
Do you want some of this?
Some of what?
Some of this? You're looking real tall. You're looking real tall. Like
You're looking like
a
someone who
pillar,
doesn't
maybe?
like. You're looking like somebody who doesn't like croissants anymore.
I had
So
my
basi-
croissants. I'm good.
I am, of course, going to be the primary caster for this, but let's see. I need 3 secondary casters who can either roll crafting, performance, or society.
Did someone say performance?
Oh lord.
I believe you may have confused Christine with Lytic cereal.
So, who would like to be a secondary caster? Does anyone got?
Let's get a roll craft.
I don't think I'm proficient in any of those.
I've taken proficiency. Oh, it would help if I open Wild Ambition, huh? I've
That
taken
would-
proficiency in society, so I can do that.
Okay,
If you do need the help, I can help.
But I'm
That's
scared.
2.
I would if I didn't think I would royally fuck it up for everyone. That's the thing. Oh, I have an 8 in society. I guess I am trained. I could roll society.
All right. Well, let's get this all out of the way quick. I'm just gonna make sure I. So, the DC for me is going to be 24, and religion. My religion is plus 11, so I need to roll at least a 13 to get a success. And any success on the correct me if I'm wrong, Will, any success on the secondary adds +1, or is it
Yeah.
just thing? Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna roll the religion check. I do have a hero point still, so if this goes sideways I can try again.
What happens if you crit fail on this ritual?
That's a fair question. Critical failure. Magical backlash creates ill luck. Once per week, the ritual's recipient must roll twice and take the worst result for their first significant saving throw or skill check of the week, as determined by the GM. This
More
is a
power to
misfortune effect.
Will.
This ill luck remains for 1 month and applies to the recipient whether or not they're wearing the token. So you can't just, well, I don't need this anymore.
Oh.
If you
Ow.
don't want to risk it, I can always do the ritual for someone else.
No, you should definitely give it to Christine. What's the worst that could happen?
Will says, smiling with his teeth like a predator.
Oh, we have hero
Positive canary.
Okay.
Do it!
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll my religion.
Yeah.
Here we go. No. 0 point.
Matt,
Now
please,
one. Now
please
one.
let it, Matt,
now
please
one.
let that roll stay.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
With the
All right.
way
You
time
guys-
moves in this game, Cooper will be cursed for the next year.
Yeah.
Second
You
try.
guys talked it into
Wow.
existence. I
Okay.
swear
Okay, that's
to
a
God
success.
you did.
Oh, that is a success. Yeah, I only need a 13. So, to boost this up to a crit success. Actually, hold on. This is.
You technically should have rolled your main one last, but
And actually, no, that actually is. That's not a success because I need to roll a 13 or higher.
you know, you need
Oh.
Crazy gave you another
okay.
hero point just in case.
Well,
I can't roll. I can't reroll.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's. I think it's
what do I need for a success in this? What's the DC?
well, if it's the same DC as mine, it's
24.
24.
Why can't we
24?
both rolled 7s.
Twinsies.
24?
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't. It's not going to happen either way.
It's not gonna
I think
happen.
the ritual is a failure. I think, which means
Oh.
nothing. It doesn't do anything.
That's unfortunate.
So
But-
this
but-
is for Christine. Christine, what's
lore
your favorite
question.
food?
Just a quick lore question. I promise I will answer it. Does Lorgar know that it didn't do anything?
I'm pretty sure he feels like the lack of success.
Ah, okay.
Well, let's
Um,
describe the ritual a little bit. Now we have the outcome. Christine, what is the favorite food that you've gathered for this?
Christine's favorite food?
Yeah, what's Christine's like favorite food or beverage?
Um, she's a big fan of tea that you can make with some of the flowers that grow on these cacti that are in the desert.
Fair enough. All right, we'll say cactus flower tea then. As the ritual begins, Lorgar begins their chant, and everything seems to be going well. Christine, honey, you're able to sort of like channel the magics into a more solid point for Abby's character Dee Dee to come in, and as Dee Dee begins to perform, the ritual hits a big point. I don't want to say climax, but the ritual hits its climax, and as it does, you see Salt pop their head out of Lorgar with their eyes having this like gray mist leaking from them, and they just walk over to the tea and with a meow 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 bat it over, spilling it.
Ah.
Salt. No. Salt, the
And then
forces
they
of
just
fate.
crawl back onto Lorgar, and the smoke dissipates, and Salt looks a little bit confused for a bit.
No, why would he go and do a thing like that? We've spent all day on this gosh darn ritual.
Because he's cute patootie.
For fun.
Something.
Well, I suppose maybe if we have another day to kill some other time. Sorry to waste 10 of your gold and a day of your life. Lorgar is very
It's fun.
Lorgar is a very grumpy gator now.
Christine doesn't really seem bothered.
Oh man, I would have loved that critical failure to stick, though. That would have been
I'm
hilarious.
And that's why we did this at
Yeah.
the start, so I could make sure I had that hero point.
I think it would have been funny.
But jumping in then to a little bit of a backtrack, because I was going to start with this, but Matt was really adamant about getting the ritual done. Abby, 'twas the night before. All of your friends have disappeared, and the bar is emptied out. Maya has just sort of like been staring at you, just like trying to wink, but she can't wink. Like both of her eyes closed, so it just looks like she's blinking.
Dee goes over to her and starts like looking in her eyes. She's like, "You got something in there?"
I'm trying to wink. I'm sorry, fine motor skills for this type. I don't normally have eyelids.
Oof.
It's just the Mayhem Miller stare, like,
What a cursed little thing you just said.
do you know
We're
who
calling
I'm
that
talking
together.
about?
I'm talking to Will.
I don't normally have eyelids.
Yeah, what a cursed little thing you just said. Ugh. Like, it makes total sense what you just said, but I don't like it.
I
We're
was
all
hoping.
winking together later.
Yes, I was hoping to speak with you privately this evening, Dee Dee, if you have a few moments.
Oh yeah, sure. I got a long time. I got a break.
Good. Some things have come up, and I'm a little bit worried about what's going on.
Oh dear. Well, let's go chit chat.
She takes you into her room, she closes the door, and then lock. And she goes and she kind of sits on her bed, and she just says, sit anywhere you'd like. There's a chair, there's the bed, there's the floor. I don't know what would be most comfortable for you in this position, but I think it's probably best if you're sitting for it.
Okie dokie. I sit on the road.
And as she's just kind of like looking at you, she shifts out from her disguise, revealing her Lashantan form once again, with the sort of mantis-like little antennae coming out from her head,
It's cool.
and her eyelidless eyes that are just big and cute. And she just looks at you, Dee Dee, and she says, So I don't know if your friends have told you what's going on yet. You might need to get caught up with them. I don't think you weren't with them during all of that, but I could hear a lot of it. Oh geez, this is very much breaking sort of the rules that I was supposed to abide by while being here.
Oh wow,
But-
they give you rules?
Yes, there's sort of like this, like, don't interfere too much with the burgeoning society.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But in this situation, I feel as though it's necessary. Oh geez, how do I? So, there's these bugs that
Boy.
exist.
Oh yeah, bugs.
Yes, they're not. They're not. I don't know if they're initially from here, but they are not a problem that only this planet has.
Weird.
They are known to, if allowed to propagate, devour entire systems.
Okay, now great. Devouring space bugs.
If you're able to, I know that your friends are headed to Corvangeline. I'm afraid I overheard it in Sylvia's mind. And she goes into her box and she pulls out this like small little sending stone that has this like almost like slight green glow to it. There should be a contact in Corvangeline. They go by the moniker Lynx. It was meant to be a sort of nod to one of the heroes of the past, but they're a bit of a artificer, an alchemist. They've been a member. They've worked with me before. They can get a message outside of the continent, and it is vital that they get this message to, well, quite frankly, the other people on this planet that can do something about it. I'm afraid the Council's enchantments have very much isolated this area, which in this case is a very good thing because it creates a bit of a quarantine zone for the problem to be dealt with in. But if they're allowed to take hold of this planet, I don't think anyone here would be safe.
Yeah. Wasn't a big fan of them in the swamps. I don't think I'll be a big fan of them anywhere else. So I'm with you.
Good. Thank you, Dee Dee. I very much appreciate the help.
Of course. Is the message in the stone, or is it a message that I need to know along with the stone?
They will know what to do with it.
I don't know what to do with stone?
Yes,
Okay.
they'll know what to do with the stone, and I need you to promise me that if I give you something that can help you, you won't tell your friends how you got it.
Agreed.
And she crawls under her bed and she picks up this sort of diadem, this like beautiful piece of jewelry, and she puts it onto her head, and she says this will take about 15 minutes, so if you want to, like, grab some tea that made some over there. I
Fair enough.
apologize, this item takes a little bit of time to attune, and then I'll need to take it off and give it to you, but until then, I guess we can just hang out and chat. Anything interesting going on? I heard you got home.
Yeah, I got all my furniture back and got the house, which is nice. Oh yeah, by the way, for this rock, is there anything I should know about it? Like, don't let it like touch water. Don't feed it after midnight. Something, just anything like to protect it, make sure it doesn't get like harmed or damaged.
If you are found with it, you will be in a lot of trouble.
Gotcha. Don't be found.
Once it's been used for its purpose, if you need to, say, get rid of some of your party because they're doing something bad to you, slip it in and report them to the council, and I'm sure they would be dealt with in a most terrifying way. Intriguing.
Oh, what if I planted it on someone in the council that had to be dealt with?
I mean, I'm sure, but politicians are corrupt at the best, so they would probably be able to. If there's a shopkeeper who's an asshole to you, I mean, you could get him arrested for life, probably.
I don't know any asshole shopkeepers for him.
Oh, not yet, but, it's the big city. I'm sure there are some.
Fair enough.
Find some asshole and ruin their life.
Out of curiosity, when you were landed on
Yes.
this planet, did you get a good view of everything from space?
I mean, I got a very good view of the of Brighthall and such when I landed at the port there.
So, out of curiosity, did you happen to see what it looks like out west? Because there's this area nobody comes back alive from and stuff.
Unfortunately, this world is a rather large one, and the vector that I entered in only really gave me viewership of the Trelladar area and the Brighthall and the New Opal Empire.
That's all right. Oh, another question. Are there any space recipes that are really good that I can try? Because I love trying new foods, and I think that'd be really interesting. As long as it's safe for me to eat. I don't know how our diets differ and all that. But
she goes back into that box. I have been rationing these for years. And she pulls out this thin cookie that appears to be a stick cookie that has several different layers of color on it.
Rainbow coffee.
And she just kind of hands it over to you. If you eat the first 3 colors at the same time, it tastes like a banana split. But basically each color is its own unique flavor, and depending on how you eat it, you can get different flavor combinations.
well, if you've been rationing it for that long, I don't want to take
Oh
it
no,
from
please.
you.
It's fine. I still have 6 more.
Oh, I'll take a little nibble.
You take a nibble of the first one, a really strong banana flavor.
I don't know if I've ever seen a banana before.
Like a
but
banana, a banana has its normal flavor, and then it's it's like the banana flavor while you're getting the scent of banana blasted in your face.
Whoa,
No comment.
that's intense. Banana blast.
Yeah. As you continue down, the other flavors include chocolate, a very rich vanilla, some strawberry, and then a flavor you don't recognize. It's sort of acidic, but it has a bit of a tang to it. It's very interesting. Then after that, it's another pretty basic flavor. It's a melon, a cantaloupe. But then the last flavor is very savory. Very just umami. Umami. I'm probably saying that wrong.
You were correct the first time.
Oh, I was right the first time. I gaslit myself. I was
Mommy.
it's a very
Ooh,
rich.
wow.
It's like a steak, but in a candy.
Oh wow, that one's interesting.
You lost me.
Yeah, you lost me with the last one.
Mushroom, maybe.
Steak.
But do the schnozberries also taste like
taste like
schnozberries?
Schnozberries.
I was only able to bring one of my favorite smacks, but they have these cookie versions of this where they're all these thin layers. People will make cakes out of them. So they'll have the cakes and they'll freeze cream, so as you eat it, it's delicious.
Yeah. Well, I really hope you're able to get home eventually so you can have more of those, because that was incredible.
I hope so too. I did this so that I did this for my own reasons, so I'm hoping that everything has panned out while I've been away.
You have family back here?
Not that wants to see me anymore. She takes the diadem off and puts it onto you. You'll have to
Ooh.
attune a little bit to this. It'll take a few moments, but it will disappear eventually. And yeah, you can see it starting to basically turn invisible as you sit with the item on it. I was originally a bit of a biologist.
Ooh.
I would work in medical research. It was my passion. It's what I did. I got very good with computers. I had a
What's
very...
that?
Think of it as something that can... a screen that you can type stuff into to look stuff. It's very difficult to explain, but...
Like them bug screens that they put in
yeah,
Windows?
sort of like that. I had a very sickly sister growing up, and I wanted to try to fix her. I wanted to try to make it so she could go outside with the other kids and play and not have to stay inside all day. I started to find that research, but then the company I was working for at the time sort of shut it down. And they wanted it to be destroyed because, like, you know, a cure for this would be bad for their bottom line. They would medicate it, they wouldn't cure it. So I stole the research and helped my sister, but promptly became a little bit wanted.
I see you're a vigilante.
I guess. I haven't been able to see her, but I hope she's alright. I sort of took this mission with the League as a means of avoiding any consequences that I would have had for curing her.
Well, I'm sure your sister knows you love her very much.
I hope
Do
so.
all that for me. I'm sure once the statute of limitations is up, like, you think everything will be good.
Considering that I normally live for upwards of, well, considering that my people live for around, I think 2,000 to 3,000 years, depending on your health, I don't think a statute of limitations will help me very much.
You live for how long?
Oh, currently, technically speaking, I am in your years a little bit over 1,000.
Holy shit! That's incredible. Well, I'm sure your family would be very happy to see you eventually. Even if you have to do a sneaky old visit.
I hope so. And
I
yeah,
think you did the right thing.
and as you say that, Dee Dee, the diadem completely dissolves around you.
Ooh.
And now, around Maya, you can see a glow. Any creatures attached to the, for lack of a better word, swarm, will appear with this glow that you see on me. My people escaped it some time ago, but there is still lingering connection.
So is the swarm gonna glow too?
Yes, anyone who has a bug in them should glow.
Gosh.
If you go look at Lorgar, their arm will probably be glowing.
Well,
Yeah.
alrighty. So it doesn't necessarily mean like attack on sight, it's a bug, but it means like this might be a good person to trust with let's say, a glowing rock.
Yes, it might be. It might
No.
be.
Oh yeah, what does this Lynx person look like? Just so I know I'm making sure I'm like getting the right one.
Unfortunately, they're a little bit skeevy. The
Yeah,
best.
I know the type.
The best way to put it, they're this like they're a. I believe they're in the form of a halfling right now. They're a halfling. Sort of this short, kind of musty black hair. Tends to be very dirty with grease and oil. Doesn't wear
Wait, is
shoes.
this Lynx person one of you guys?
No.
Oh.
Cooper, you're just gonna sit there and let them read you for filth like that?
It's not me,
I'm not
apparently.
reading.
The different links?
Yeah. He's using my old character's name. You see,
It is-
I've been listening.
It is a moniker that is passed down now.
You are the Lynx now.
It's like the
Missing Lynx.
I am the Lynx now.
Only as strong as the weakest Lynx.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me. I
Look
am
at
the
me.
Lynx now.
I'm doing so.
I will get this rock to that skeevy little halfling. Safe and sound.
She gives you a hug and just thank you. I appreciate it,
Of
Dee Dee.
course. I appreciate you.
Now, shifting to next morning. The party has awoken from their stupor. They have done Lorgar's ritual for the day, and the evening dinner has been prepared at Yucca's Tavern as a bit of a, not a farewell dinner, but a sort of secondary to last farewell dinner. Like a pre-farewell dinner. Yucca has prepared for the party a variety of dishes, including what appears to be a roasted cactus.
Very nice, very nice.
They have a roasted cactus that has like a variety of like sugars and spices on it that makes it smell absolutely divine. The spread is largely vegetarian, but there are a few meat dishes thrown in there.
Yummy.
And the most exciting part, well, I'll let Yucca tell you. So today, and he pulls out this like big old vat of what appears to be tea. He pours a cup for each of you. The final offering of this celebratory meal, as you have all accomplished much in the last few weeks, is tea made from the leaves of the tree that was originally my home before I came here. This is the tree that gave me life. And its tea will impart that effect onto you. It is very special.
I kick Dee Dee under the table.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Laughing.
Abby is having flashbacks to those placenta Oreo balls on
Oh
TikTok.
God! The what?
the what?
Abby's on the wrong side TikTok, y'all.
You
That was
said
ages
something
ago.
horrifying.
So,
Horrifying.
the next
was.
time you go to the dying condition, you are automatically stabilized.
Ooh, that's nice.
Does that mean that's gonna happen to us pretty soon?
Probably.
Ooh.
So the next time you go to the dying condition, you are automatically stabilized after drinking this special tea from Yucca.
We have a one-time, almost orcish ferocity.
I appreciate this, Yucca. I can't imagine you have too much this tea left. So
It is a very special brew. Should anyone try to purchase it, the price would be steep.
Dee Dee's like slowly putting down the cup she just slammed.
I'll excuse the pun because you're being so nice
awful.
to us.
I thought that was very good.
It's very good.
Gimble and Grumble are in the corner, just giving them a thumbs up.
Did they put you up to this? This pun telling?
No, I just make a joke every century or two.
Now that's funny.
Were you
Something.
working on this one for the century?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
My mind moves very slow when it doesn't come to cooking or brewing or drinking or general innery.
Darla can relate.
I like yucca.
Relatable.
I am good at one thing. It is in hospitality. Look at this pineapple.
Is it upside down?
No.
You have a pen?
Oh, God.
Bop bop to the both of you. Bop bop.
What
Anyway.
the heck? What did I do?
Oh, you know.
Oh, you.
Dang.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Abby and Will.
Whoopsie whoopsie.
Bop bop to those two. Anyhow, much appreciated, Yucca.
No worries. They take the pineapple, they chop it, they start working on dessert. As they
Now, where
basically
on earth did you get a pineapple?
Yeah, that's them tropical stuff.
In the middle of the desert.
Oh, what apple?
Pineapple.
He
Ain't
starts-
you read about it?
Pen.
he starts finishing up the preparation. He basically puts the pineapple on a rotisserie, sprinkles it with brown sugar and cinnamon, and just
Oh,
leaves
it's gonna
it
caramelize.
and just leaves it spinning. He walks over to his tree, and you see one of his like finger branches turn a little bit gray and becomes a little bit frail and just dissolves.
Mm.
And then a small plum is in their hand from the tree.
Now that seems like a little bit dark-sided to me, Yucca.
They grow back after a bit, and he eats the plum. Plum.
Oh. Well, that's auto-cannibalism if I've ever done seen it.
I mean, I'm all about the natural world and recycling and everything, but something about that just don't sit right with me.
Oh.
He pulls out this lovely the pineapple for you all, cuts into slices, and it's very nice. It's a pineapple sprinkled with brown sugar and cinnamon that's been rotisseried, so it's like it's one of Will's favorite desserts, even though pineapple and me do not get along.
I love pineapple.
As someone who is also mildly allergic to pineapple, a lot of citrus, but especially pineapple, I hear that.
Yum
Yum yum. Yum 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 yum.
I love
Honey
pineapple.
enjoys it,
Yum yum yum
and
yum 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 yum.
I
tries
once,
not
It's
to think
like-
about where the pineapple came from.
It's like Cooper with cheese.
It came
I
from the
want-
heart.
I once took a bowl of pineapple chunks, sat down in front of the movie The Night That Panicked America, and ate them like popcorn, and regretted it because it, like, it has the enzyme that dissolves your tongue.
Chowder, yo.
Like, oh no, my body is literally melting.
Just to take it out of the session again for a second, Matt, what is up with you and eating foods that hurt you?
I'm
Like, this pineapple. Yeah, I ate so much it made my tongue feel like it was dissolving. Oh,
it
salt
was
and
dissolving.
Oh, salt and vinegar chips. Oh, they're so good, but they
I love salt
burn.
and vinegar chips.
I found a way around it. I eat the sweet chili heat things that only simulate pain because they're spicy.
Do you? All right.
We need to move along.
I'm a
Move
little
along.
bit of a masochist.
Anyway.
Matthew,
It's a
I was
twin
just gonna
star.
let you live your life.
In this case, it would be a Matt.
That's no
Sickis.
fun.
Ah. Ah.
Hold on, let me crack my fingers.
That's a good pun. All right, so
No such thing, Will.
you all have one more day in town. Are there any final threads that you would like to close off in Gall Line for this moment, as you will not be returning to Gall Line for their foreseeable future?
Why is this big menu floating above our heads with a yes or no button? Do you wish to proceed? What? Moving into Act 2, what?
I will pack my bag and then see if there are any letters left for me.
There are
Anything interesting.
There are 3 interesting letters left for you, McKenna.
3, and all of them interesting. Well, we'll see about that.
Yes, there are 3 interesting letters left for you. One of which is from someone that simply says, sad and stuck with the sadness.
Oh, me.
That's all it says?
Yep, that's the title for it. That's the tagline.
Oh, that's the title for
Yeah,
it.
that's
Okay.
the sad and stuck with the sadness. Dear Miss Mads, I regret to inform you that after your last bit of advice to me,
Oh no.
I was stricken with grief due to a unsuccessful attempt at love. The one who had caught my eye returned with their bow in hand. And now I am alone and forced to watch them, as we live in the same apartment.
Oh.
Miss Mads, how do I stop myself from being sad and killing their vibe? 'Cause I care for both of them and want them to be happy, but I'm just sad that they're happy without me.
Who is this? There's only so many people who share like apartments around here.
This feels like a bit of a violation of ethics, trying to figure out who it is.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm Honey Motherfucking Madeline.
Literally.
What I do. What do you think we do here?
Answer advice question?
It's not called wild acts of kindness. It's called wild fucking ambition, Matthew.
So your
Ambition is not always ethical.
McKenna really said, grow up! Grow up!
And stop listening outside my window, Lorgar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who do I know in town that has a new bow?
You haven't noticed anyone with a new bow recently. Like, you haven't been around, right? Like, you not been around. You don't know. You could spend the day investigating it if you want.
I may do just that, but I want to see the other letters before I decide to commit all of my time to figuring out this one.
Letter number 2 is from someone that says, missing my roots.
Oh, Yoka.
And it is, Dear Miss Mads, I'm new to the area, and after what was meant to be a visit, it has now turned into this becoming my new home. The person that I came with, who seemed interested, appears to not be as such, so
Amber.
I so need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with myself now that I'm essentially trapped in another world with a broken heart. And if that doesn't become an isekai someday, I don't know what will. But
Broken heart. We have known each other for like a week.
and she came to your dimension with you.
Wow.
That's on her. That's a lot to put on somebody you just met.
You whole lesbian.
U-Haul lesbian.
I wasn't going to be the one to say it, and I didn't, so we're good.
Wow.
I said it and I meant it.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
I am getting the sense from this letter that Amber might be the only person in this whole town who genuinely thinks that she's writing to an anonymous source and not Honey Madeline. It's like her, Gimble, and Grumble, just all in that vote of like, nice. Okay, last letter. Let me hear them before I go all in.
Miss Honey Madeline. Mother's waiting. Mother's watching. Mother
What?
sees you
Not this again.
and knows what you are doing.
Listen to your mom sing. Dun, dun, dun. I take that letter.
Mhm.
I get a glass jar. I fill that glass jar with vinegar and salt and charcoal and rusty nails and chili peppers just for good luck. I put the letter in the jar, I shake it up, and I bury it way out in the desert.
Lorgar, you see Honey digging a hole in the middle of the desert?
After
just kinda-
scribbling on all of the like, no
Oh,
one
I-
is reading this ever again. I'm tearing it up. It's juice.
I would
It's
like
blended.
to act. I'm sure this. I'm not trying to be stealthy, but I'm also trying not to make big noise. No, okay, yeah, you definitely hear Lorgar coming
Yeah,
up behind
as
you.
Lorgar is like lumbering through the desert, you just hear the sound of a cactus being squished under Lorgar's foot.
Lorgar, let a lady do her business in peace.
No, I was just gonna say you're next to a fire ant hill.
Oh.
Real.
Just watch out with that shovel.
Good to know. Good to know.
Buries it in the
Alright,
fire
well,
ant
Have
hill.
fun
Yes.
burying the body, and I leave.
Jesus.
It ain't a body, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
Plausible deniability, sure thing.
Yes, sir. I bury it, and then as one final fuck you to this letter, I uproot the anthill and slam it down on top.
Oh, delightful.
Honey, make me a just for funsies. Make me either a nature or sleight of hand or thievery.
Do you mean
sorry.
thievery?
Yeah.
Is this to avoid?
This is to avoid
The
being
fire
covered
ants?
in fire ants.
But can I argue for a reflex save?
Sure, I'll give you a reflex sage.
Yeah, 23.
That's a success. You managed to
Yeah,
not
it
get
is.
covered in a lot of fire ants. Like maybe 4 or 5 start crawling on you a bit, but you can just fling them off.
Got that taken care of, you old bitch. And then I march my way back into town to take care of the other 2 letters.
Okay.
I think I will hit up Yucca and ask some leading questions about like, what's the tea? I've been out of town for so long.
Today's tea is a lovely magnolia
Oh,
flower
Yucca,
blend.
you sweet summer magnolia. I'm talking about the metaphorical tea. What's going on? What's the drama? I've been
Oh,
missing
no.
people getting together, breaking up.
Metaphors, my biggest weakness.
Well, then I will do you this solid and make sure that I use no more metaphors for the continuation of my time here.
What is a meta even for?
Jesus.
I will leave you to ponder that on your own time, good sir.
Love Yucca.
But I just feel like I've missed so much, and usually I've got my finger on the pulse of this whole town, and I come back and
You were away
hardly
for some
recognize the
time.
place. I know, like a week and a half.
Yes. Things move quickly in the desert. You know.
Not when you were around.
The irony of you saying that to me is not lost.
Palpable.
Oh, do you need ironing done?
Irony. I know you know what irony means.
Not much has happened. The Gremble twins have a new house guest, I suppose.
Oh?
But They have not been out and about much.
What kind of house guest? Like a cousin or an auntie or
It is, I
friend?
very much hope they are not related by blood.
Oh, so it's that kind of house guest.
They,
Oh my.
Gimbal and this person, they never gave me their name. Came
Oh.
in. They had this sort of a figure to them, long, draping hair, seemed almost night sky-y. And apparently they met in the desert.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
Gimbal thought she was a mirage.
Did you say mirage? Like garage?
Garage.
That's just what Gimbal called it.
Mirage. Zh.
Garage.
Mirage.
La
Mirage.
Tiga, you
The
fancy
G
city
is
slickers.
silent.
Me when I'm in the mirage.
The marriage. Marriage is
But-
what brings us here together today.
He has been head over heels since they met.
Oh, that ain't good. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's lovely. Maybe she's just having a hard time
It ain't.
fitting in. Well, I hope they're okay. And thank you for this candid conversation. You know, I appreciate it.
No worries, honey. I find our conversations to be enjoyable.
Oh, that's one of the nicest things I think you've ever said to me.
You are very sweet.
You are such a peach. Well, you're a yucca, but that's a metaphor. I'm sorry, that one was on me. Really, truly. You are a kind individual, and it has been a pleasure knowing you. I'm gonna go fetch my sister, but I appreciate you.
You was kind.
And I'm gonna go doing exactly that. Christine,
Mm.
we got a dark, scary individual shacking up with the Grumbles.
That's maybe one of the most concerning things I think you've ever said to me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I came to you immediately. So I got this letter, and don't worry, I've already taken care of it. You know, nails, charcoal, salt, the whole bit. Buried it under a fire ant hill. They're not getting that anytime soon. Mother is watching. And I'm a little concerned these two events are connected.
I believe you are more right than you've ever been about anything.
And I'm right about a lot of things, so that's saying a lot.
Christine's
Name one thing I've been
face
wrong about, Matthew.
is
I'm not here.
deathly pale. All the color has drained from her face.
So, I'm thinking maybe we need to rally the troops, hit up Gimble and Grumbles, one last shot before we go. We don't want them following us.
Right.
I mean, it's entirely possible that this new tall, dark lady friend of theirs is just that, and there's nothing more to it, and they found her out in the desert, and that is what it is.
Right.
But what are the chances of that? Come on.
Right.
Hey, you got this.
I think that's what I'm worried about most is that we've got this.
Do you not want me to fetch the others?
No, we're gonna have to. There's no choice.
What are you two gossiping about?
Oh, Gimble and Grumble picked up a
They have such an interesting new friend.
new house guest.
Oh,
We were thinking of
really?
paying her a visit.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, you want to fetch Twitty? We'll get Lorgar. Meet back here.
Sure. While I'm out, should I get Chrissy here some orange juice or something? She looks paler than a sheet.
That'd be mighty right nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Spend
real
some
kind
time
of you.
out in the sun and get the tan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right
Thank you,
back.
sweetheart.
I got Tweety.
All right, what are we telling Lorgar?
Boy, I do love living in the desert, not having to deal with interpersonal problems into the city slickers. Oh boy, I'm so free and carefree.
Oh golly, oh gee, oh me, oh my.
Who am I talking to?
I don't think he's gonna buy that we're just doing a house call.
You don't say.
I guess we could just tell him we think she's bad news.
You know what? I think that might be probably the best thing to tell really everybody is that this is just real icky. Something about it just doesn't feel very good.
All right.
You're much better at turning on that adorable little charm than I am though, so maybe you should be the one to say it.
You stop. 10 minutes later, Lorgar, you hear knock knock. You ain't got a doorbell, honey, so I just gotta say it.
No, it's literally like a hole. It's a cave. I crawl out of a cave every day. I have to drag myself into the light at the start of every day. Don't
I know,
think
sweetheart,
about
I
that too
know.
much. I just thought about the symbolism of that.
What if you could put in a window or something so that when the sun came out, it just landed on you?
I'm crawling out of the cave.
And you're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Coming out of my cave and I'm doing just fine.
Gotta be done because I want it all. Anyway,
Are we leaving for Corvangeline already? I thought we had a few hours, half a day left or something.
I think we got one more night here, but we just were made aware of a new resident in Gauline, and you know, it may be nothing.
You know,
Gimble and Gramble found her out in the desert.
say no more. We gotta curb the growth in the population. That's fine.
It's not necessarily that,
I'm already walking.
but it could be. Come on.
We gotta keep this town from growing. I understand.
I lead us back to where I said I'd meet Dee Dee and Twitty.
Alright,
Dee
I
Dee,
got
how
that
do you
orange
get
juice and
Twitty?
the welcome flowers.
Flame and
How-
sphere.
Dee Dee, how do you get Twitty?
I just screamed, "Hey, Twitty! There's a new one in town. We're gonna go say hi."
On a side note,
Okay,
Twitty,
yeah.
the shop has become, Alec has asked you more and more to spend time outside in the sunlight over the last couple of days. To not be in the shop or in the housing area.
As many opportunities as Twitty has gotten, Twitty has been showering and bathing, and that's kind of the small amount of times that Twitty has been in the shop or the surrounding little kind of cabins area
Yeah.
cleaning themselves. So that's probably where they are when Dee Dee's screaming.
I'm gathering some wildflowers so we can give them a welcome bouquet.
Wildflowers. Ooh, we could tie it with a little string with some little crystals on it. Something, I don't know, make it cute.
Will do. Good idea.
Where are we going?
Grimble Grumble's house?
Grumble's
Yeah.
house. Okay, I'll be
Damn.
there in 5.
That was
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. We're gonna go say hi.
Grimbledy and Grimbledum.
That's
Oh,
them.
dear. I feel we are priming ourselves for an encounter.
Why do I hear boss music?
Alright.
Tweedledee and
Dun, dun,
Tweedledum.
dun, 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 dun.
So, do you all head over to Gimble
Oh.
and Rebels?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Fresh
Pass
there-
me
shower.
Stinger orange juice.
There's a knock as you head over to the house. You can see that, you know, it's looking good. All of Darla's belongings have been placed outside under a tarp.
Oh, that's so mean.
That
That's
is
not
mean.
Good.
Oh, that's
What
not.
happened here?
Knock knock.
I know she
Ain't
died.
got a doorbell
but
neither.
not
No.
really.
There's no,
Jesus.
there's no response. But after a few seconds, you see Gimble kind of pops the door open, like just slightly. Hello.
Hey,
Darkness?
Gimble.
Howdy,
You-
friend.
Hi. How are you? How are you all doing?
You
Oh,
seem
weird.
tired.
I've been up a little bit late the last few nights, I'm afraid.
Oh, doing what?
I just helping my brother with some stuff in the house.
Right.
Aw,
We
Priya.
had to clear a room for their partner to come and stay with us.
We heard about her. We brought some little flowers. We just wanted to give her the old gala and
she
welcome.
doesn't really want to meet with people. Her
Oh.
and Grimble have been busy with things, and then they call me to help, and then, you know,
Well, what kind
Help
of
with
things?
what?
well, with the stuff they're doing in the room.
Are they
What?
redecorating or something?
Yeah.
Honey, I think they're fucking.
If that's what they're doing, I sure hope they're not asking Gimbal to help.
You know, true.
I mean, you never know.
Well, I mean, some.
I'm not one to shame
man.
anybody.
What'd you say? Finish
Well.
that sentence, boy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where we all stand. It's very strange. She says that she likes us both. We kind of tag off, I guess, is the best way to put it.
I'm coming inside.
Excuse us,
You're not
welcome
the
us
only one
in.
coming
And
inside.
it's the
Hi.
sit
I
down
really can't.
conversation.
And
come
yeah,
in.
you come in and you see that basically the door to Darla's old room is closed. The door to Gimble and Gremble's old room is open. The bed has been moved out of that room, and now there's just like a little like, it's almost like a doggy bed
What?
just sitting there. All of like
Damn.
everything of value that was in this house, like they used to have like family knickknacks and family heirlooms, it's all gone.
Gramble, where did all your stuff go?
Oh, we moved it into the room for Drazara. She likes to be surrounded by wealth and things.
Drizara, that name doesn't ring a bell, does it?
It definitely does.
Oh,
She
it
was
does.
one of the cult members.
Oh, to be one of the cult members.
Not one of the
Okay, so
matrons,
I-
but a member.
Okay, so I knew this person.
Mhm.
How devoted were there? Because I feel like there were definitely
She was
levels to it.
She was one of the people who saw who got a taste of some of the benefits and became very devoted. She was one of the upper echelon,
but not a matron.
but not a matron. She was definitely in the running to become a matron eventually, but she did not
knows
make
where.
it that high up.
Well, not as far as I know.
Yeah.
Give me that name one more time.
Drazara. Draizara. And like remembering her, absolutely beautiful woman. Hair dark as the night sky, very long. It goes like down to like just above her legs. Always seemed to be perfectly straight and shiny. Very clean, very well kept, very toned.
I think anyone who makes, we'll say a 21 perception check can see Honey Madeline throw Christine like a look.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's a critical success. On a critical success, not only do you see that look, you know that there's some shit going on here, that they have history with this person. Drazara.
Didi makes like eye contact with you. So...
Interesting. And you said y'all found her where exactly? How did she get out to Gala?
She was in the desert,
Just out for a stroll?
dehydrated. We just found her. She said that she had lost her way when she was with a caravan and was trying to find her way back to a city.
What kind of caravan?
I don't know. A caravan. What? It's a caravan.
Well, not all caravans are created equal.
She said that she was traveling it as one of the merchants in it. She's very used to a very fine lifestyle.
Clearly.
So when's she leaving?
She's going to stay here until her caravan comes back.
And what if it don't?
Bitch.
Well, I mean, I've taken quite a liking to her as my brother, and she seems to have more, she seems to be, he looks over the group to just see who's here, and seeing Darla not being there, quite frankly, she seems to like us more than Darla does anyway, so we're just happy to have
Darla-
company.
Darla doesn't have a mean thing to say about anybody.
I don't think Darla's capable of having a mean thing to say about anybody.
I don't think Darla's capable of having a thought.
Ah.
Well,
Rock.
So, Gramble, I'll be honest, you got me a little concerned here. You just found a
She's
stranger
very
in the middle of the
nice.
desert. You know what? I'm just gonna pop in and talk to
You
her.
really shouldn't.
Well, if she's nice, she won't mind.
Exactly. She's
Do you-
got guests.
the-
She's being rude.
The door is
Will.
closed right now.
Well,
Yes,
just
Lord
a quick question. Am I getting any sort of wiggle from the centipede in my arm?
No.
Okay, just checking.
And it is glowing.
It is glowing.
It's glowing.
Is anyone else glowing?
Yeah.
Not that I would know.
Oh, I'm glowing.
No, no one else is glowing.
Nice.
Yeah, Honey Madeline says that part as a little louder than is necessary. The like, she's got house guests. She's being rude.
And then you hear a little louder than necessary. Oh, you're such a good boy.
What the?
This time,
My ear?
oh, that needs to be put to a stop immediately.
Immediately.
No.
Sheriff, do you want to do the honors?
Wonderful.
I'm suddenly a Puritan. I'm knocking on that door.
Christine looks at her sister and does in fact know that what they're doing in their own property isn't really something she can put a stop to, but isn't sure if Honey's aware of that.
But it ain't her property.
Oh boy.
Abby, as you knock on the door, there's a 1 minute. He's just about to finish up.
Oh, well.
And
Ow! I can say
do you
from
open-
experience it takes longer than that. I'm opening the door.
as you open the door, you just see Gremble basically giving this like absolutely gorgeous woman a foot massage.
Oh yeah,
This
it's
is
going to take a
somehow
lot longer
worse.
than that if that's the method.
Hate everything
The
about what is happening
entirety
right
of
now.
the room has been filled with like gold and glittering knickknacks. She has like a bed in a corner, and then the other like smaller bed is like on the other side of the room, right beside the door. And
Yeah, this is somehow worse.
it is just like covered in finery. Like every nice thing in their house is now in this room, and you can just see this woman just sitting and using them as a footrest, just like, it's nice to meet you. Hello.
Hello, Raid. You just missed some interesting stuff.
Thank
Yes.
God,
Hello,
honestly.
Arndale. Thanks
Could
for
you
the
imagine
party.
Raid coming into any
That
day?
would have been hilarious. But
For someone.
Mm.
Hi, we heard you were new in town. Maybe come say hello.
honey, it's so good to see you again.
Phenomenal, I'm sure.
Fucking clock that
You
shit.
two know each other?
Yes, we used to live in the same little town.
Oh, barely. I mean, I was what, 5?
Yes, and you used to be such a good community member.
I still am for the rat community.
Oh, Christine, is that you? It's been some time. You've grown up to be quite big and strong.
Christine keeps her head down. Her eyes are hidden below the brim of the hat.
I see you still know your place. That's good.
I do not like how you said that. You do not talk to Chrissy like that. Chrissy's the
Oh
sheriff.
no, it's how we've always talked to each other. Isn't that right, Chrissy?
Hey, only I can call Chrissy Chrissy.
Actually, only
Unless it's
I
honey.
can call Chrissy Chrissy.
Oh, it's Chrissy Chrissy. I actually didn't know that.
These boys are so attentive.
Yes, I'm sure you're enjoying yourself, and I'm so sorry, to throw a wrench in that.
I must wait for my caravan to return if I'm going to venture through the desert safely.
Or we can be
I'm
your new
sure.
caravan and get you the hell out of Dodge, you know?
That's so true. We were just going on a train.
Oh, is your name
We're leaving
Dee
tomorrow
Dee?
morning.
I mean, some people call me Dee Dee.
Oh, I've met your husband. He's such a lovely fellow.
Oh, you would think he was a lovely fellow, wouldn't you? You know, that bastards think alike.
Very useful and very obedient.
Well,
I don't know if we're talking about the same rat-ass motherfucker,
Brought
but,
quite the bit of brought quite the bit of finery with him. It was nice. Lovely little crocodile in a pond back home.
he's dead, man. He's dead. I'm gonna kill him. You're next, bitch.
Oh, please. I have done
Well, I
nothing
hate
wrong.
to tear you.
I'm just enjoying
No, of course
hospitality.
You pissed me off. That's
Well, I
what you
hate
did
to
wrong.
tear you. It's all right. Dee Dee's just a little bit of a firecracker.
Oh, did we fight?
I can tell maybe that's why her husband left her.
Anyway,
Did this get
She's
colder
dead.
in
She's
here?
getting stuffed.
all
stuffing
this
her and I'm putting her on my
pleasantness
mantle.
aside, if we've got visitors, unfortunately, we do need you to come down to the sheriff's station. Just a little bit of paperwork so that we know
Oh,
who you are, what
dearie
you're doing. We
me.
can't just let people
Oh, but
go
I
to and
just
from
had
without
my
some sort of
foot
check-in
rubbed,
process.
and I'm ever so tired.
Oh, well, they
I've
can
been
carry you
trying
there
to
then.
do
It's
Yeah, we can
fine.
drag you there in the
Oh,
I
yes,
handcuffs.
the
am
boys-
afraid.
The boys could carry me. Would you two like that? Yes. See?
From their reactions, is it like normal?
They seem
Yes.
just a little bit
Or is
enthralled
it-
by this like person who's a very pretty lady who's giving them the time of day.
oh,
But like normal enthralled or
Normal
like
Yeah.
normal enthralled. Like this is the two kind of guys finally have this like really pretty lady giving them attention. They're very
Yeah.
they're very much overdoing it a bit.
it feels like magical charming, but it's just regular charming.
it's normal, and that's why it's sad.
Oh,
Real life in my fantasy spaghetti western, no thank you.
two
Haven't
dirty
seen it.
little Sims.
We have not seen a single plate of spaghetti yet.
That's true.
Well,
Corvangeline, nothing but spaghetti as far as the eye can see.
So many
that's
gardens
true.
of olives.
Oh,
All
it's
run
the
by
grove
bug
of olives
people.
there.
All right. Well, however you get there, let's go. If you really can't walk yourself, then I'm sure Gimble and Grumble will assist you.
The two halflings just kind of run, oh yes, and they pick up like each of them picks up half of the chair, like from the leg, and they just start carrying her. It's like, yes, good boys, and she just like kind of pets their head.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to see that you've lost the ability to walk these distances at your age.
My
Christine,
dear, unlike
like,
you,
snorts a little bit at that.
fine wine. So, sheriff and prostitute?
Nothing you can afford. No, head journalist.
Oh, surprising with your feeble mind, I suppose.
I'm gonna stick my foot so far up this bitch's ass that she's gonna get pregnant giving blowjobs. I swear to God.
Oh my.
Oh, Dewdrop, I knew I liked you.
Quite quaint of a town you have here.
Don't say.
You know what? That I don't disagree with, if I'm being honest, but it's a town.
Could use some improvement in architecture. Perhaps a nice religious center.
I don't think anyone here really needs that.
I don't know.
your
These two
religion would
boys
be
have really
twisted.
understood just how much value dedication can bring to the world. Isn't that true, you two? Oh, yes. Her ideas have been quite interesting. Yes.
Is it her ideas that are interesting you two, or is it her ideas?
I don't think it matters either way.
I'm gonna do a quick little detect magic.
Magically speaking, she is glowing. The boys are not.
Hmm.
Oh.
I kind of glance over at the sheriff. What is it? What expression is on the sheriff's face right now?
She looks very stoic. If you've been with her long enough to know this is what I'm going to describe it as, but she's got a very steeled resolve on her face. She does not want to really look this person directly. And you've never seen that before, but she just doesn't like this person. It's not really a fear thing, it's more of a disgust.
We are still inside the house, all right?
No, we're walking.
You're walking
Oh.
through town right now.
We're walking, you say. We're outside, away from the burnable house.
Yes.
Gimbal and Gremble's burnable house, those two would be missed.
With Gimbal and
Yeah.
Gremble carrying her on the chair.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lorgar, do you let anybody else know that there's something magic going on around this bitch?
I think I would let I would step back, kind of like I would slow my pace so I kind of fall back into the pack, and I just kind of like whisper to the others that there's something magical about this lady, and that if someone would give me the okay in any slight little way, I will, take care of this problem.
I tried to spell magic on her. See what happens.
I don't have that, but
What an
If everyone else
interesting
is cool
thing
with it.
Abby just said.
could I well,
Mhm.
could I do an Arcana check to try and figure out what kind it is? I mean, I know detect
Yeah.
magic just
I'll let you do an Arcana check to try to figure it out.
all right. Finally, I roll well today.
27, that's a success. That is an 8th level contingency spell.
Oh, fuck.
Can you
Eight?
elaborate?
It is an 8th level contingency spell, so you know that is a spell that when something happens, will cast a 5th level spell automatically.
Interesting.
All right.
That
So
covers so many things.
the obvious answer is we tie her up. We all evacuate to a distance and recreate New Mexico, and I just drop a fireball on her and see what
Oh,
happens.
Roswell.
For science that I'm actually opposed to.
Don't disagree.
This is what the adventure is now. We're gonna just throw spells at this woman and see what happens.
Yeah, what
The
spell
issue
magic
is-
trigger it?
You don't get that
would-
with the 27. You just know it's a contingency spell of 8th rank.
8th rank, not 7?
Yes, 8th rank. It's been upcasted.
Ah, okay. So you.
That's how you get a 5th level spell in contingency.
That could be a lot of different things. That
It can
could
be.
Drop Dead. That could be Breath of
Oh.
Life. That could be Sending.
Well, here's the thing. It does require a specific trigger, though. So all we have to do is figure out a way to dispose of this person that is completely unintuitive. Like, we bury their head underground.
The way
Well,
I
that's
feel
just-
like these characters are not communicating. It's just them like bitching at each other in a southern way as we walk to the sheriff's station. But
Absolutely.
everyone like collectively in their heads is like, okay, how do we murder this
Killing
person
bees.
we've just met because she was not nice to us.
The boys,
Absolutely.
the boys
Oh.
sit there, just letting her use them as like a armrest
Ooh.
Oh,
as you sit down in the sheriff's office. So, what do you need from me?
Oh, Gimble and Grumble, honey, you can scurry off. This is just boring paperwork. She's got her own chair now.
They're just staring at her. We'll stay.
I look at Christine like-
All right.
I'd rather you didn't, boys.
I'm
How
thinking
about
about
you
the
go?
time for an intimidation check, perhaps.
Make me intimidation check, Christine. The DC is 25.
For the boys? For
They-
Gimbal and Grimble?
They are very distracted right now.
Oh...
You need
Should
a
I hero point
14 or higher.
Well, with guidance, +1.
Should I hero point that?
Why
I don't
not?
think I should
Let's-
hero
we
point
got
that.
13 minutes left of the day.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's
you might
fair.
as well. There we
Pat.
go.
What
For a
is that?
second, it doesn't look like they're noticing you, and then you glare just a second longer than you normally do, and the boys say, "Miss Gisera, we'll go get a bath running for you," and they run off. And that she just looks at
This
you,
might
Christine.
be a while. Make it extra hot.
Why did you have to do that, dear?
Because you're a bitch.
I mean, yes.
Dee, you
Sam.
catch on so quick. A more insightful bard I never did know.
Oh, I think.
I mean,
I-
I know my value, unlike those two.
You're a pawn. You get that, right?
Dee Dee, I have a
The
solution.
mother was so disappointed when you two left our little family.
Family's a word for it. That's
Honey,
for sure.
she had such plans for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why do you think we left?
All of them bad.
You were going to be the vessel of a new age, dear. And you gave it all up for what? This?
Alrighty. Okay.
Freedom. Yeah, freedom. Yeah.
It sounds like you're spilling their personal details, which I don't want to hear
Wouldn't you
unless
like
they're
to know
telling me
them
of their
all?
own free will. No, I do
Oh.
not. I want them to trust me enough to tell me on their own, so you shut your trap.
Oh.
I don't want no spoilers.
Trust from those two? I doubt you'll ever receive it.
I'm still gonna try.
I figured out a way around the contingency.
Oh.
Or at least a way around it that won't affect
darn.
us.
You know, I don't think you have the proper paperwork to be staying here.
Yeah, it really looks like you're missing out quite a bit, actually.
I mean, all of it.
You don't think
Oh.
we're gonna have to book her, do you, Christine?
I'm afraid we'll have to do quite a bit more.
She looks at you, too. You could certainly try.
I'm a bigger fan of succeed.
Just be wary. I should warn you, I have a spell active on me.
Yeah,
know.
continue seeking that'd be good.
Oh, good. You are somewhat educated. Wow, look at you surrounding yourself with people better than you two. The sister is continuing an old tradition, I see.
Yeah, I can see you surround yourself with people better than you too, like Gimble and Grimble.
Oh, they're such good boys. They'd make wonderful servants back home. I think I might
I
take
feel like
them with
slavery is
me.
illegal.
I, quite honestly, wouldn't really mind if you did take them with you, but you won't.
You'd have to
Make
make
it
it
her
home
problem.
first.
I mean, I'll gladly leave with them right now if you want.
You'll be
And
leaving,
then
just
what?
not the way you anticipate.
Come back with the mothers
Oh dear, no. They already know where you two are.
for now.
Of course they
They've
do.
followed you for some time. Honey, there are certain parts of you that make you unescapable to them.
You're gross, you know that?
Sure are a piece of work.
So, are you going to attempt to murder me? Because if you are, I would like to just save us all the time and get out of here without having to really do anything about it.
Oh no, we weren't gonna try and murder you. We were just gonna like beat you up a bit.
I have a solution.
Yes, Lorgar, what is your
Oh.
solution to my contingency? Please tell me.
So I imagine the contingency is based around some sort of offensive action or something that might cause them damage. So what we do first is we gag them and bound their hands so they can't cast any spells. We strip them of all their possessions, including spell components, take them out miles into the desert at the height of day, leave them out in the desert bound and gagged, and so dehydration and the heat will kill them slowly, and we will be far away.
You know,
Lord, you're
I like that. That's actually
hell of
very
a-
intelligent.
hell of a gator.
You know what?
What?
Let's all just save ourselves the time right now. Toodaloo.
Wait,
Oh,
I
I was
cast
right.
the
She's scared. She's running.
She
I was
casts a
right.
spell. She uses a 5th level dimension door and.
Can I get in a
disappears.
quick prestidigitation before she does that and make
Go
it
for
smell
it.
like she shit her pants?
Go for it.
Hold on. I'm looking up limitations mentioned.
Oh my god, she's pooping.
5th level.
5th level, 1 mile. You don't need to see this.
It's so annoying that she just fucked off.
A woman.
Can I
fair.
take one shot at her?
Go for it.
Just one.
Go for it.
To
I'll
be
let you
fair,
take it.
I'm gonna take my lucky shot. I think this gets me advantage.
Okay.
What is
Iconic.
it? What is it? Hold on. There's a feat for this. Yeah, once per day. Rolling twice and using the better result. Ignores circumstance penalties to the attack roll and any flat check required. So I will be rolling this with advantage.
Crit.
That's what I'm hoping for.
If God is
31.
good.
How's a 31?
31 is a hit.
Damn.
You fire in, and it appears to get her shoulder as she teleports away.
Ha ha! She ran
Yeah.
an admission of fear.
And then the contingency spell triggers, and something happens, but you don't know.
Oh.
What it is.
Oh.
Oh, it was based on damage. Ooh, looks like I had her number.
And she
How
So she's
interesting.
leaving anyway.
Outsmarted the NPC.
I did not like her.
That's a
I-
good
That's
thing.
the correct response.
Sure is, yo.
Son of a bitch, slippery little fuck.
I'm so rancid as hell.
So, I apologize. Next time I won't explain my plan. I fell into the classic blunder.
The classic blunder. Let's go check on Gimble and Grimble.
Yeah.
They're outside, I'm
good idea.
assuming.
They're out. They're back at home getting a bath ready.
Oh, that's
They
right.
sure are.
Oh, perfect. I can bathe again.
Sheriff,
Okay,
you
we're
need to put
walking
him in a
over-
cell.
And Honey is
The second you open the
orating
door,
as
the
they
two
walk
of them,
over.
the two of them look at you, and say, "Wait, where's Tresaria?"
You
Honey
don't need to worry your
orates-
pretty little heads.
As we walk over there, and it's just like, okay, as far as they are concerned, she was a spy. She was with the bugs.
The bugs.
The bugs.
Bugs. She was full of
Uh,
bugs.
That's not
was
that
a bug.
far off from the truth.
She was a roach.
Yes, but what was
straight.
wrong with her, though?
There were quite a few things wrong with her. She was
Well, now hold on, Sheriff. It's not nice to insult someone's appearance.
no, she just didn't have quite the correct paperwork, as it were.
I sit down. I say, "All right, Gimble, Grimble boys, let's have a seat for a second.
They sit down. They pulled like chairs back from like her room into there. We'll have to make sure we put them back. Yes.
Sweetheart, she ain't coming back, and if she does,
They just start crying. Like just full on weeping, like just like Mom and Pa and cousin Ethel, and they just start crying and crying.
Gimble, Gramble, sweetheart.
Everyone abandons us. Darla left. Everyone always leaves us. It's just me
Darla's
and my
still out and
brother.
about
You kicked Darla out. That was your fault.
She hadn't come back for 5 weeks.
because she died, sweetheart.
You
Jesus.
didn't go
They
looking for
start
her.
crying even more.
But it's
Crazy
all
how
right.
that
She got
happened.
better. She got better.
How do you
But,
get
you know,
better
these
when you
things
die? When you die, you're dead. That's death.
Sometimes people
they're
make
abandon
dangerous deals with people that they may ought not to be making dangerous deals with, and sometimes it works out. Not all the time, but
Usually not.
sometimes. Listen, honey bun. That girl, she meant you no good.
We know what this means. She told us if she would ever leave, we'd never see her
She
again.
had syphilis.
You should both get tested. She had a rare strain of bug syphilis.
It was super syphilis.
We're really just saying shit tonight, huh?
You
I'm
really
sure
are.
Alex can open up a clinic. I'm sorry. I'm just so sad for you two. This is just breaking my heart. You two have been through so much loss and
She
pain.
said it was
and
for the best that you stay here and live your lives.
Well, at least she'll always have the vials. Yes, the vials.
The vials of what, sweetheart?
God.
Of our blood.
Oh,
Well, why
God.
would you give her
Damn it.
vials of
She asked for them.
I
Okay.
bet she did.
Give
She
them
was so
scramble.
nice to us.
She wasn't being nice. She was using you.
She was being so nice to us.
That's not nice when people ask for your blood. That's mean. She was being mean to you.
Among other things.
And because you two are such sweet-hearted, good little friends, she took advantage of your generosity and hospitality and kindness because she is a cruel, vicious person who is not worthy of your devotion. You two are better than that.
Honey, make a
And you two have each other.
Make a diplomacy check.
It's gonna be deception because I don't give a fuck about that.
Make a deception check.
18.
I bet their intelligence is really low, though. So
There's
it's
a
probably
there's a certain level of mental gymnastics you see the two of them begin to go through. It is almost Evarian in scope.
Evie.
As
Oh
they
me, oh my.
as they convince
my.
themselves that maybe she just, I don't know, she didn't like the town. I don't know, she'll come back eventually. She said
is
she
not
liked
coming back,
us.
and if she does, it is bad news.
She was so
Listen,
nice.
listen to
She
me.
said that we were good
I feel
boys,
like
we were
we're
helpful. We
Going in
saved
circles
her.
here.
Sure, she
It's
said
probably
quite a few
because I failed
things.
that roll.
I mean, do you have a drunk tank, don't you, Sheriff? This is sort of a form of intoxication. We could put them up in there.
You
Just
can't
put 'em up.
arrest free love.
No, you absolutely can. Love is an ephemeral thing that has no strength to escape bonds.
It sure is something.
But that wasn't love, so we can still
Also
put you in
that,
the
too.
tank.
Quite
And did
honestly,
you
I
notice
wouldn't
the
mind
way-
just putting them away for a little bit, just because at this point.
Did you notice the way she was pitting the two of y'all together? Against each other? You are brothers. You care for each other. And there is resentment building up between the two of you
It's
over
been
this
building
thing.
up ever since we started letting people in this house.
Then don't let people in the house no more.
But we're lonely. Listen, there are things that you cannot do with your brother.
That's what the
state of
whorehouse is
Alabama
for.
disagrees.
Yeah, you know.
Oh boy! All right. So the subtext is now just text. We have murdered.
I'm
Every now and
telling
again,
you.
Matt will say, like, arguably the funniest thing that I've ever heard in my life.
I can't take so credit for that. I think I heard that somewhere.
You two have such a special bond, and I don't think it would be. It is an insult to the both of you to let it fester like that. It should mean more than that. Over some woman you met, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
If that.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh,
What?
What
I
happened?
can't know.
I'm
I
back.
said,
Oh, there we
welcome
go.
back.
There she
I said, yeah.
Go.
2 weeks ago. It was great. The 2 weeks we spent time pampering.
Oh,
She
And-
made you do her chores, her dirty work.
Oh,
That's
we
not
kept
love.
it clean and nice around for her.
Honey,
We did her laundry. We cooked for her. We cleaned for her. It was so nice.
Did she ever do any of that for you?
No, she
Probably
never.
not,
We
no.
never asked her to. We took care of everything. She said that it was our duty as such nice boys to take care of all of that.
Y'all, you need to stop talking to these two. They are not seeing reason, nor will they.
Lorgar, you gotta let me try.
Here, general rule of thumb. Next time you find somebody you like, don't bring them into the house. Go to their place or the hotel, bed and breakfast, whatever you want to call it, Yucca's place. Take them to Yucca's place. Do that for at least, very least, a month before you take them over for tea. All right? Nobody in the
You're
house.
not letting them move in.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
let
so stop
Darla.
having people move in under the expectation that y'all are gonna be in a relationship. That's not good roommate behavior. That's actually
That's
really
valid.
kind of gross
Not
and
quite
kind of
good, yeah.
predatory.
And whatever you do, don't give anyone you're dating or romancing your blood. And if they're demanding it, run it by us first, and we'll tell you whether or not it's a red flag.
So if I ask for your blood, it's for, important reasons.
Yeah, Lorgar's for medical reasons, but this woman,
Yeah.
she was working with the bugs, and she's just
The
no
boys.
good will come of listening to her.
The boys seem very sad, but they understand.
Oh. Well,
You two need hugs.
See,
we're gonna
now
find out
leaving.
eventually, my boys, but quite honestly, I don't feel bad about you finding out this way at all. She really played you for fucking fools.
Oh.
Oh, Christine, be nice to them. They've had a hard day. Now,
Yeah,
boys,
man.
I need you to make me a promise.
They just
next
look at
time-
you.
The next time someone like that comes through, peddling promises of what you are meant to do for her and, some of her belief systems, just
It
because
was
she's
a
good,
very
you don't mean
interesting
she's right.
religion. It was built around sort of like giving up to those above you so that you can gain power and responsibility and fulfillment and apparently everlasting life.
Sweetheart,
Sounds
that's a
kinda like
pyramid
pyramid
scheme.
Yeah.
And we go one campaign without having a cult.
No.
Now, to be
Absolutely
fair,
not.
talking?
to be fair,
Fucking talking.
now to be fair, I did not start this cult.
That's true. This cult is purely
This cult
mine
is
and
a
Cooper's
this cult is a McKenna Cooper creation.
machination. I need
but-
you to promise me that no matter what they say to you, you're not just going to get swept up in some religion.
We'll do our best.
No, no, no. You
We
will
promise we'll do our best.
do. Pinky promise?
I
I
mean,
need
you
pinky
would.
promises from both my boys.
Yes, they give you a pinky promise. We were just happy to be here.
All right,
Yeah.
now I
We're
need
not
you two to
around.
hug it out.
Oh boy.
And
They
if
just
we're
look
not
at each
around-
other. They're just like, this is really strange. We don't really want to just like hug it out in front of you. It seems
I
really
don't want to
weird.
hug my brother.
Like I'm fine. I hug my brother in private.
Don't
Yeah,
disappoint.
That
Wait,
makes it worse.
Arguably, yes, that does make it worse. Oh,
Don't
Like, why do
disappoint
you
my little
why do you
cat.
all want to watch two brothers hug?
Multiple reasons.
we don't. I don't.
I just want to know that
Okay.
y'all are on the up and up and you're
I-
not fighting
I mean,
no more.
come here, brother. Come here, brother. And the
I
two
mean-
brothers hug.
There we go.
The
I
There
haven't
we
seen a lot of
go.
hug.
It's like a
I haven't
3
seen
Is it
second
lot of
a
hug.
weird hug?
It's like a 3
No.
3-second hug. It's like a da da
Oh.
da and then done.
All right. Well, if y'all are feeling up to it, I think Yucca is doing a farewell dinner. Down
Might
at the
just
bar
go cry
tonight.
in the bathtub for a bit.
I've been
All
doing hide the
right,
tears.
Let your feelings out. You feel your feelings, friend.
Hey,
when
Madeline,
you're
don't
ready.
gentle parent us.
I'm not doing no parenting. Y'all ain't my kids.
We're fucking adults.
Well,
We have a
Yeah,
mortgage.
Cooper.
it might be nice if you start acting like it personally, but
Well, I wasn't gonna say it.
that's what I'm here for, my love.
But yes. As you all step
God,
away,
all right. That crisis averted.
the doors closed. The sobbing of two halfling brothers can be heard.
It's a very specific sound.
You all begin to walk towards Yucca's dinner. And as you are stepping through the bar's doors, the saloon doors, to go take your seats, Twitty is mysteriously missing.
Oh me, oh my.
Quitting?
We're going to run a little bit over because I want to get this scene out tonight. Twitty, when you pass through that door, you are in a market, a grand bazaar. There are tents set up with these like fantastic stands and stalls, all of these like amazing bits of just like this open air market. Creatures of all shapes and sizes. There's a spider person, like a bipedal spider person, who appears to be handing out like silk scarves and like trying to get like silk hankies and trying to sell their silk scarves. It is this like massive market, and all the coins that you see changing hands, because let's be honest, that's the first thing Twitty notices. All of them have this pig head on them.
Ooh.
You're also muted right now, so.
I know.
As these coins are changing hands, there's a large sort of banging of a gong. The market is closed. And everything just freezes. And as everything's frozen around you, Twitty, what do you do?
Am I also so the people freeze?
Yeah, absolutely everything around you freezes. As gold is changing hands, it's frozen.
Patrons and merchants?
Yep.
Is there are there any like big tall buildings or anything that kind of like outside of the market?
It's all
or
like
it's
tents
just
and
like
things. But like outside of the market, like towards the edges, there are buildings that are forming. There are buildings. But you're like in the center of this grand bazaar.
Where was the voice coming from?
Just all around. It was like a booming. The market is now closed, and then everything froze.
Around. Oh no. Oh, bruh, I have no idea. The coin that I have, I'm actually trying to look for my notes from it. The coin that I have gotten, is that the same coin that everybody's using?
Yep.
Ah, okay, of course it is. Yeah. So I can't even tell where the voice is coming from.
The voice just boomed and it's gone, and now everything is frozen.
There's no big, like, would there be like a main area?
You're in it. You're in the main market. It is everything around you is like magical items. There's a area that appears to have a whole bunch of like teapots that are just like on shelves. There is like almost any product you could think of you can find if you look hard enough.
Is there a tent that's bigger than the rest of it?
There's like a large tent at the center.
Can I go in there? Can I fit in there?
As you start to walk towards that large tent, you see what appears to be very like sleek, fine sort of carts. But they don't have like wheels or anything. They're just kind of there, and one of them's hovering just slightly off the ground.
That's not a cart I recognize, is it?
It is not. It is just a cart. It's almost like a hovering cart.
I see. Can I look? Can I kind of like peek and see what's in the cart?
Yeah, inside of it you can see two frozen figures just like appeared to be like talking as if they were being told like, oh, this thing can go like 60 miles an hour, da 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 da. Like it looks like there's like a cart salesman in there with a client. As you're looking through that window, Twitty, make me a perception check.
My God, what is going on?
A lot.
You notice a shadow looming over your shoulder.
Hi.
And above you now, overlooking this market as a giant figure, is that same pigman.
Damn it.
Someone playing in my market. And as they bend over to take a closer look at you with their snout and their tusks, they let out this like awful sort of just like puff of air. And just hanging now, and you can see like the crystal has started to grow around her. And basically like her arms are being used as like the chain links.
Oh, gross.
Say, perhaps our little connection is becoming too strong too quickly. Go away, little bug. And then just with a breath of air, you walk back through the door as if no time had passed.
Oh my god. Do I even have enough time to like yell something at
Yeah,
him
you
as
definitely
I'm
would.
being pushed back? You have something of mine and I'm getting it back, bastard.
Real.
On. Well, if I can't control how I'm getting into there and coming back, let's see. I guess that means that I gotta keep doing what I'm doing and just hoping that I can get back there again.
As you're enjoying your dinner at Yucca's, everyone is here to wish you all a happy trip. Twitty, is your interaction that you just had on your mind?
Absolutely, 1000%.
As the night goes on, Dee Dee, Maya kind of comes up to you and says, Dee Dee, could I ask you to help me out with someone quickly in the kitchen? I know it's your farewell party, but I need a little bit of
Happy to
help.
help.
And she brings you into the kitchen. She closes the sort of door behind you, and she says, Dee Dee,
Yeah?
friend Twitty's got something on their mind.
It is little snitch.
I think I recognize it. And that's
I
where
know
we're
it's gotta be
going.
serious.
And that's
What the
where we're
hell?
going to end tonight's session.
What the hell?
Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition. Join us next time as our party begins to make their way to Corvangeline as we possibly discover where the hell Twitty's mom is. And as our party has a fun time on a train, because nothing bad has happened on a train in this stream.
Not
Thank you all so
ever.
much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Not everyone.